One of my favorite things about coming back to Christ, not continuing to believe the lie that I have to settle for emotionally unavailable men. That lie ran deep. Especially like being raised without a dad. I was just like, oh, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. No. 2 divorces later, a single momhood, and going back to church and watching sermons and studying the Bible and studying Jesus. No, okay, because I refuse to believe the lie that men are just, they don't express themselves, they're just not good communicators, it is what it is, and at least I got a man, and da-da-da. I would much rather be alone and happy than be stressed out because this boy don't want to talk to me. And he don't know how to communicate, and I just communicate with my fists, and well, I just yell because you da 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 da. False. Because the leaders that I see, they're vulnerable. The leaders that I see are able to articulate their emotions and communicate it properly without ever having to, and that takes a part of being like the woman as well. Because, look, men don't want to be in a house with a quarrelsome wife. They would much rather be on the roof. So, like, growing and realizing that and learning that, I'm like, men actually are very emotional creatures. Just like women. We were made in the image of God. So, they have emotions too. They just been believing the lie as long as I was, that they had to be hardcore whatever because they weren't safe. That's it. They just weren't safe. So of course they weren't going to be communicating. And studying Jesus, seeing like my pastors express themselves and freely express themselves to their wives and love on their wives and all of this stuff, I will never settle for an emotionally unavailable man ever again. I will never settle for a man that says, well, this is just how I talk. This is just how I am. Blah, 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 blah. I will never settle for that.